Hello students, welcome to a lesson through the virtual training center of the Brihan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika. My name is Shraddha teacher, and in this lockdown period, since we are not able to go to school, children, we will be doing many lessons here online through the virtual class. So come on, let's proceed to our lesson for today.
So children, the lesson that we will do today is a lesson in Standard 4th. Subject is English, and children, the topic for today is a topic based on vocabulary, that is antonyms and synonyms. Now children, when you pick up your textbook, you will see there are many lessons of prose. There are some lessons in which there are poetry. Okay, in some lessons you will see a lot of activities. In a particular lesson you will see a story. Now after each lesson, children, whether it is a prose lesson or whether it is a lesson which is in poetry or an activity lesson, you will also see that there are a number of exercises which are given after the lesson. We call it as the English workshop part. Now in this English workshop part, children, in many of the lessons you must have come across these exercises, that is exercises based on antonyms and synonyms. Okay, antonyms means same words, synonyms means opposite words. Now children, these exercises based on antonyms and synonyms, they are called as vocabulary exercises. Now let us try and understand what is the meaning of these vocabulary exercises and why we do it. And then we will go on and see the point that we are going to study today. That is, we will talk about antonyms and synonyms. Okay, so a vocabulary exercise means what? A vocabulary exercise actually means word exercises. So exercises which will help you to understand more about words, to understand the meaning of words, to understand which word to use in which situation. Okay, so when you learn all these things, what are you doing? You are actually learning vocabulary. So children, you must have learned many different kind of exercises to learn vocabulary. And in Standard 4th, we had a lesson based on dictionary, isn't it? And we knew that dictionary is a very important thing for us in order to improve our vocabulary. So now let us see which other exercises we could have done in order to improve our vocabulary, or other exercises which we have done in order to improve our vocabulary. So have you done complete the gaps activity? We also call it as fill in the blank activity. So while doing fill in the blank activity, you had to think, isn't it, that in this particular gap or in this particular blank, which word should I write so that the sentence is correct? Alright, so when you have to think about the words, means you should know the words. So that is why you do these kind of vocabulary exercises, to know more about words, to find out about new words, etc. Then you must have done matching the words and pictures. Now we have seen pictures, but sometimes we do not know what to say for that picture. So what do you do in this case? You search, isn't it? You search in the picture dictionaries or you search on the internet till you find out the meaning of that particular word or what that picture means. So isn't that a vocabulary exercise too? Then we have done choose the correct word. There is a gap and there are 4-5 words which are given. So you read the sentence first, then you read the choices which are given in the bracket, and then you decide which is the best word which will fit into that particular gap. Alright, we have also done, children, exercises like odd one out. For example, if I give you 4 words, I tell you cake, I tell you chocolate, I tell you cold drink, and I say cow. So now you know that cake, chocolate and cold drinks are things that we can eat or drink, whereas the cow is an animal. So that is the odd one out. Okay, so this is how we learn about words through these various exercises based on vocabulary. Today we will be doing a very interesting activity based on vocabulary, and that is we will be studying about antonyms and synonyms. Okay, antonyms are called opposite words, synonyms are called similar words. So let us move on and let us see what the meaning of these two are, and then we will learn a number of examples. We will look at a lot of examples, okay? Because in such things, in such exercises, the more words you see, the more words you will learn. So we are going to look at as many exercises as possible in order to understand what the meaning of synonyms are and what the meaning of antonyms are. So what are synonyms, children? Synonyms are words that have the same meaning. We can also call them as similar words. Okay? So once again, synonyms are words that have the same meaning. Now what about antonyms? Antonyms means just the opposite of synonym. You have similar words and then you have opposite words. So antonyms are words that have opposite meanings. Okay, so when I say night and if you say day, then we are giving a synonym and an antonym. Okay, so now let us see examples. I told you to understand these ideas. It is not necessary to remember the definition. It is very necessary to see as many examples as possible so that you will be able to come up with your own examples also. So let us look at examples of synonyms now. So see, look at their faces first before looking at the word. Alright, so all of them are smiling. So what do you think? Are they happy or are they sad? See, they are all happy. All of them have got cheerful, happy, glad faces. So suppose you have to use words in order to describe them. What will you say? You will say, he is happy, he is glad, he is cheerful, she is pleased. That means all of them are happy, isn't it? All of them are feeling good, they're feeling nice, they're smiling. So, happy, cheerful, glad, and pleased are all synonyms of each other. So, instead of saying he is happy, you can also say he is cheerful. You can also say he is glad. You can also say he is pleased. They all have the same meaning. Moving on, let us look at some more synonyms and antonyms here. Synonyms here. So see, what is a boy doing? One boy is lying and the other boy is jumping over him, isn't it? He is pushed himself up in the air and he is crossing him. So this is called jump. See? What is this word? Leap. So when he is jumping also he is doing the same action, and when he is leaping also he is doing the same action. That means jump and leap are synonyms of each other. Jump and leap. Look at the action. The actions are the same. Okay, let us look at some more examples. So look at this word, kid. Kid means a small girl or a small boy like you all. And look at this. The same girl, but here we have called her a child. So, kid and child have the same meaning. So, when we say jump, we can also say leap. We can say the boy jumped over him. We can say the boy leaped over him. Meaning will be the same. And we can say the kid has a teddy bear. You can also say the child had a teddy bear. Okay, children? So I told you we'll see examples and examples. So look at this. Below. And what is the synonym for below? It is under. So see, look at what sentences can you form here? The boy is sleeping below the blanket. And the girl is sitting under the umbrella. So can you also say the boy is sleeping under the blanket and the girl is sitting below the umbrella? Yes, you can. That is because these two words below and under are synonyms. Okay, moving on. Let us look at a couple of synonyms more. So see, bother. Why bother means what? When you trouble someone, okay, when you get angry with someone. Someone is making you angry, that is calling bother. See, there's this honeybee who's bothering their apple. Okay, so bother, and the apple is getting very irritated. And look at the other picture, annoy. Annoy means same thing. When someone talks too much, you get annoyed, isn't it? So bother and annoy are synonyms of each other. So you can say the bee was bothering the apple. You can also say the bee was annoying the apple. Alright, so these are all examples of synonyms. See one more example of synonym. We're going to see some more examples here. So big and large. So can you see two smileys there? Big. One is very big and the other one is very small. So this one is big. You can also call him large. See one more example. Gift and present. So you can say I got a gift for my birthday. You can also say I got a present for my birthday. What about this? Hard and difficult. Hard. The question paper was really hard. I did not know the answers. Can you also say the question paper was very difficult? I did not know the answers. Yes? So both of them will be right. So hard and difficult are synonyms of each other. Next, sad and unhappy. See, look at the faces of the boys. Both of them have the same look on the face, isn't it? So can you say the boy is sad because he lost his ball? You can also say the boy is unhappy because he lost his ball. So both of them will do here. That is why we call them as synonyms. Okay, children? So there were so many words that we saw now which were synonyms of each other. So children, come on, now let's do a small exercise based on synonyms. So which two words are synonyms? We are supposed to find out. And there are 4 sets of words given to you. So come on, let's start with the first set. So here you have the words big, you have the words large, small and heavy. Let's try to see now which 2 words could be synonyms. So if you pick up big and small, they have opposite meanings. They don't have the same meaning. If you pick up big and heavy, big means size and heavy means weight. So they are not similar. What about big and large? Yes, big also means big in size and large also means big in size. So big and large are the synonyms here. Let's go to the next set that we have. Old, cool, new and young. So you have new, which is a synonym for young. How? We say new for things. This is a new thing. This is an old thing. Whereas young we say for people or for animal. That is a young cat and that is an old cat. Okay. So new and young are synonyms here. What about the next one? Next set. Tiny, lively, tired, active. So lively means someone who is very, very bubbly, who does a lot of work, okay, who's not very lazy. And active also has got the same meaning. So lively and active are synonyms of each other. And look at the last set of 4 words that we have. Dark, turn, light and bulb. So what do you think, children? Dark and light are opposite. Dark and turn are not at all connected to each other. What about light and bulb? Are they connected? Sometimes we say put on the light, sometimes we say switch on the bulb, isn't it? So we can take these two words as synonyms, light and bulb. Now in these two sets, children, dark, turn, light, bulb, light is an opposite word of dark and new is the opposite word of old. Alright, but those are antonyms. So come on now, let us look at some examples of antonyms. You can see one example here itself on the screen for you. Hot and cold. Hot means something which is letting out steam and cold means something which is very, very cool. Okay, they are opposite ideas of each other. So you say hot tea and you say cold ice cream, isn't it? So let us look at many more examples of antonyms and then we will do some examples based on antonyms also. So see here, after. So what do you think is the antonym of after? It is before. Okay, after in Hindi you say baad mein, before you say pehle. What about always? I always study hard. So what is the antonym? Never. I never tell lies. So see, always means hamesha. Never means kabhi nahi. Ugly. So what is the opposite of ugly? It is beautiful. Alright. Awake. What is the opposite of awake? Asleep. We say Raju is awake, but Reena is asleep. What about below? We saw na below. So above. Below means under. You remember we saw the boy sleeping below the blanket, the girl sitting below the umbrella. So below means sitting under something and above means over. So these are all examples of antonyms. Okay, let us take some more example. So see, negative is the antonym for positive. So you say positive and you say negative. Happy. So what is the antonym for happy? Opposite of happy. We saw the synonyms. Remember, we saw glad, we saw cheerful. So what is the opposite of happy? It is sad. Look at the expression on the face. Sad. What about above? It is below. Okay, so these are all examples of antonyms. Let us look at some more examples. So big. See, this is a big dog. And this is a small dog. Alright. It is day now. It will be night soon. The jug is empty. The glass is full. The ship is sinking. The lady is floating. So see, big, small, day, night, empty, full, sink, float. These are all examples of antonyms. Okay. Now let us do a few exercises before we wind up for today. So let us encircle the antonyms. So what is the word? The word is in. So look at the pictures carefully in front of the word. So you have car, you have heart, and you have out. So what do you think is the antonym of in? Yes, it is out. What about day? What is the antonym? Is it river? Is it night? Or is it snow? It is night. See, this bug is small. So what is big? Is the butterfly big? Is the elephant big? Or is the sad big? So the opposite of small bug is big elephant. See, this is a lemon. It is sour. Okay, so what is sweet here? Is it the hard stone or the soft cheese? It is the sweet. You can say Pepsi. What about directions? What is the opposite of right? Is it down? Is it left? Or is it circle? It is left. Okay, so now we know how to match up and how to pair up the antonyms, isn't it? Come on, let's move on and let us do one more exercise here. So you have the words written and you have many different pictures, and you're supposed to pick up the words which are given in the small box on top, and you're supposed to write the antonym or the synonym. Okay, so you're supposed to write the antonyms here. We are doing exercises on antonyms, remember? So pretty. So which is the antonym of pretty here? It is ugly. What about goodbye? When you go away from somewhere, you say goodbye. So when you meet someone, what do you say? You say hello. Little. Little means very small. So what is the opposite of little? It is big. What about pull? What should be the opposite of pull? It is push. What about slow? It is fast. And bad, we all know the opposite is good. Clean. The opposite is dirty. What about dry? It is wet. Now children, I always tell you that when we do an exercise like this, what should you do? You should always pause your video. Okay? You should try to find out the answers, and then you should play your video again to check whether your answers are right or wrong. So this was one more exercise. Like I promised you, we are going to look at many examples here. So let us take this last exercise where we will do synonyms and antonyms together. So we did exercises on synonyms, we did exercises on antonyms. Now let's do them together. So you have to encircle the synonym and cross out the antonym. Okay, so let's see. Glum is the word. And there are three choices given to you. So you have happy, you have sad, and you have glad. But what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to encircle the synonym, and you're supposed to cross out the other two words which are the antonyms. So what is the meaning of glum, children? Glum means sad. So that is the synonym. So which are the antonyms which you're going to cross out now? Happy and glad are the antonyms. What about the next word? Tiny. Synonym, same meaning, little. So opposite meanings which you're going to cross out now? Huge and large. Next example. So have you paused your video? Pause your video, okay? And find out the answers yourself. Wrong. Synonym, false. Antonyms, correct and good. End. Synonym, finish. Antonyms, start and begin. Easy. Synonym, simple. You saw on the paper, exam was simple. It was easy. And when it is difficult, what will you say? It was hard. You will say it was tough. So these are the antonyms. Over. Okay? Under. Below. Above. So above is the synonym, and under and below are the antonyms. So children, today we did this wonderful, simple and interesting lesson based on the vocabulary exercise, synonyms and antonyms.
So children, wasn't that a wonderful video? And did you enjoy watching it? So if you want to watch more such videos in future, then please like this video and also subscribe to our channel, the MCGM Portal for Education, and also hit the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video here. Thank you so much for now. Let's meet again soon.